Right now at noon, we're live in Chicago for day 3 of the Democratic National Convention. Our team coverage continues with new reaction from Wisconsin Democrats. Plus, another late night in the Windy City. We're catching you up on the speeches from the Obamas and second gentleman. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us on a Wednesday afternoon. I'm Josh Spreiter. Happening now, it is day 3 of the Democratic National Convention. We're taking a live look at the United Center this afternoon, where tonight Minnesota Governor Tim Walz will accept his party's nomination for vice president. Today's theme, a fight for our freedoms. News 3 Now will continue to have live team coverage throughout the day, including tonight's keynote speakers. Right now, our Kyrian Lee is live from the hotel where Wisconsin's 95 delegates are staying in Chicago. Kyrian, good afternoon to you.
Josh, good afternoon. Yes, the Wisconsin Democrats are keeping up the momentum heading into day 3 of the National Convention. Last night, they were wearing their cheese heads, dancing to jump around, and that same energy continued today at the delegates' breakfast. Peggy Works Olson is a first-time delegate coming from Sun Prairie. She is a high school English and art teacher and also president of the Wisconsin Education Association Council. As a teacher, she says they're up against a lot of obstacles and want their voices to be heard.
That theme of fighting for our freedoms is so important to teachers like me because we're fighting for that freedom for students to learn. We've been facing things like book bans and, other attacks on not just learning, that freedom to learn, but our freedom for our students to be who they are. And so educators like me want America where everyone is free to be who they are, to learn, to love, and our students can be themselves and comfortable in our society.
She says she's looking forward to hearing the keynote address tonight from Minnesota Governor and Vice Presidential nominee Tim Walz, who is a former educator himself. But I also spoke with Milwaukee County Executive David Crawley, who echoed some of the same words that former First Lady Michelle Obama did last night during her speech. He says besides showing up to the polls, people need to be proactive leading up to the election he says it's going to be crucial in what he calls saving our democracy. Crawley says leading up to the election, his office will be knocking on doors, making phone calls, holding events, and rallying supporters.
As Milwaukee County Executive, yes, I am responsible for Milwaukee, but that doesn't mean that I can't go rally the troops in Racine, in Kenosha, in Beloit, in Sheboygan, in Green Bay, in Madison, or wherever their need me to be at. But I just think that, again, when it comes down to what I'm going to be doing, every single thing I need to do to make sure that we make history in electing the first woman president of the United States.
Crawley says today's theme of a fight for our freedom hits home as a person of color and as a father, because he says he's not only fighting for those who come behind him, but also for people like his daughters. Now, I will say that the energy increased even more in the room during the breakfast when there was a guest speaker appearance from Speaker Emerita Nancy Pelosi. Now, she did get a standing ovation, and we're also expected to hear from Pelosi tonight at the United Center during one of the addresses. That's before Vice Presidential nominee Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is set to speak. But for now, I'm going to send it back over to you in this studio, Josh.
Kyrian Lee live in Chicago for us. Kyrian, thank you. Like we mentioned, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is getting ready to take that stage tonight, accepting the Democratic nomination to be the vice president. CBS News' Caroline Cummings is in Chicago with more on that, plus highlights from last night, including speeches from the Obamas.
We are ready for a President Kamala Harris.
Former President Barack Obama gave a rousing endorsement of Vice President Kamala Harris on night 2 of the Democratic National Convention, while also taking swipes at former President Donald Trump.
There's the childish nicknames, the crazy conspiracy theories, this weird obsession with crowd sizes.
The 44th president was introduced by his wife, former First Lady Michelle Obama, who had a message for America.
Hope is making a comeback.
She, too, delivered a scathing criticism of her husband's successor.
His limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of 2 hard-working, highly educated, successful people who happen to be black. Who's going to tell him Who's going to tell him that the job he's currently seeking might just be one of those black jobs?
Earlier, second gentleman Doug Emhoff shared personal stories about his wife, who appeared with running mate Minnesota Governor Tim Walz from their rally in Wisconsin.
Kamala is a joyful warrior. It's doing for her country what she has always done for the people that she loves.
Tonight, former President Bill Clinton and former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi will take the stage before Tim Walz officially accepts his party's nomination.
Together with Tim Walz, who was an outstanding choice for vice president, who is going to support her and uplift this country, I want you to know we have a winning ticket.
Democrats are calling their theme tonight a fight for our freedoms. Caroline Cummings, CBS News, Chicago.
The Harris campaign has announced it and its related committees, along with the DNC, raised $310 million in the month of July alone. Well, staying cooler than average for now, but that's about to change this weekend. First Four meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Another beautiful day out there, Kelly.
Yeah, beautiful. It's a little bit warmer today. Not quite as cool as what it was yesterday. We barely got up to 70 yesterday, but we'll be well above that today. So it's going to be a nice afternoon. Actually, not many clouds around as well. We've got plenty of sunshine across the upper Midwest. Should be an enjoyable afternoon as we look at sunshine from our Edgewater Sky Cam overlooking the capital city. And comfortable temperatures will continue all week long. Now, I have changed a little bit of a forecast into Friday. It looks like as some warmer air starts to surge in, we will have a front nearby. That'll bring us some scattered showers and some storms on Friday. 80s this weekend. We'll be looking at that humidity increasing as well going into the weekend. But right now, 70 degrees here in Madison, so a very pleasant noon hour. Temperatures headed in the mid-70s, so a little bit warmer than where we were yesterday. We still have this east to southeast wind today that'll be pretty light, less than 5 miles per hour. We'll track that chance of showers and thunderstorms on Friday and that heat building in for the weekend coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you. More local news now at noon. Voters in Madison will see another referendum on their ballots this November. The city council approving the $22 million property tax hike. It is part of Madison's Mayor Satyarod Conway's long-term plan to close the city's budget gap without making cuts to city services. The mayor has warned significant cuts would be needed if the referendum does not pass. The Mount Horeb School District will receive $118,000 for mental health support. It follows the tragic shooting in May. The federal funding will be used to hire a social worker and support student recovery. The funding comes through the U.S. Department of Education's School Emergency Response to Violence Program, or Project SERVE. Still ahead this afternoon, a recall alert for some BMWs and how an iconic kids video game from the late 90s is making a comeback.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Moving forward.
Mark, a little help here?
Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest until 2026. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Your best night's sleep starts on a new Beauty Rest from Steinhoffels. Save up to $1,000 on Beauty Rest adjustable base sets. Queen mattresses start at $399. Upgrade your sleep to the luxury and comfort of the Beauty Rest Black and get up to $300 in Steinhoffels cash. Beauty Rest Black Queen mattresses start at only $36 per month when you use Steinhoffels 60-month financing. Sleep better tonight on a new Beauty Rest. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
When it comes to winning internet, TDS is in a league of our own. Just like the Green Bay Packers, Wisconsin born and bred, we live, work, play, hire, and get involved in the communities we serve. Like delivering the green and gold standard of internet. 100% fiber internet that's as fast, powerful, and reliable as your other hometown favorite, the Packers. TDS, internet that's built Wisconsin strong.
Choosing your own path. For those recovering from injury, illness, or stroke, choosing Encompass Health for inpatient rehabilitation may just be their most important choice.
It's their classic rock that brings audiences to their feet. It's Blue Oyster Cult, performing live Saturday, August 31st at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster. Over 5 decades of music, thrilling fans everywhere. It's Blue Oyster Cult, August 31st at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Hi there. Brad Beasley and my daughter Marlene are here for Tundraland.
It's back to school time, and together we can help Wisconsin kids in need.
We call it Bath to Backpack.
With your help, Tundraland will donate 1 backpack filled with school supplies to a local student for every appointment this month.
And for a limited time, you get free installation, no payments for a full year, and free upgraded fixtures.
We all win.
Call 1-800-TUNDRALAND or go to tundraland.com today.
800-TUNDRALAND. Tundraland.com.
A federal judge in Texas has struck down a proposed Biden administration rule that would have banned so-called non-compete agreements for many workers. The Trump-appointed judge ruled that the Federal Trade Commission does not have the authority to enforce the rule, which would have taken effect in early September. According to the Biden administration, nearly 30 million American workers have signed agreements that prohibit them from moving to a rival company or starting their own competing business. BMW is recalling more than 720,000 vehicles because the electric water pump could short circuit and catch fire. There have been no reports of any injuries so far. The recall impacts certain models ranging from 2012 to 2018. Impacted owners will receive a notice in the mail to take their vehicles to a dealership for a free repair. More information on the recall can be found at the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration's website. And the iconic kids video game series from the late 1990s and 2000s, Backyard Sports, is making a comeback. A trailer for the relaunch franchise dropped this week, 9 years after the last game was released. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
And here at the noon hour, here's your stock report. We're in the green on this Wednesday. The Dow up 19 points, NASDAQ up 51, and the S&P 500 up 15. Right now, our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Remember, you can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Up next, we're tracking today's egg prices and the first warn forecast, plus when the popular pumpkin spice latte will return to Starbucks this week.
Get the best mattress deals we have ever offered during the Mattress Marathon at Ashley. Save up to $1,200 instantly on Beautyrest Black, plus free delivery and special holiday financing for 5 years. Only at Ashley.
Get an 11% rebate on everything now at Menards. We carry the largest selection of garage doors in stock. Or you can design your own using our garage door design program. This 9x7 garage door is only $399.99 after rebate. Get superior engine protection with Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic Motor Oil. It helps maintain fuel efficiency and provides advanced protection from wear, friction, heat, and deposits. A 5-quart jug is $21.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Are you suffering with neck pain, back pain, or sciatica due to disc-related conditions? You may have tried drugs, spinal injections, or physical therapy just to find out it didn't help. You're not alone. The problem is that some of those treatments focus on symptom relief, but may not address the underlying disc problem. As a result of injury or overuse, the discs may bulge, herniate, or degenerate over time. Our therapies are highly successful and reduce pain associated with those conditions and may help you avoid neck or back surgery. At Midwest Spine and Nerve Center, we'll design a treatment program using the latest in pain-relieving therapies, including non-surgical spine decompression, ProAdjuster 360 computerized technology, laser therapy, and more. Visit our website or call to schedule a complimentary consultation.
My son Joshua was 18 years old when he was murdered by an illegal alien. He was tortured, strangled to death, and then set on fire. When I hear Kamala Harris making a joke about the border and just laughing it off, it's painful. Kamala Harris was in charge of securing our border, and she's done nothing. If Kamala Harris is elected president, it'll get worse. If it can happen to my family, it can happen to yours.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Have you been holding off on your appliance purchase? Wait no longer. Labor Day savings start now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get up to $3,000 in rebates on top appliance brands and special financing for 60 months at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
News 3 Now brings you team coverage from the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. We'll talk to delegates about the issues that matter right here in Wisconsin. Campaign 2024 DNC coverage live from Chicago. All this week on News 3 Now.
Tomorrow morning, our live team coverage from the Democratic National Convention continues. We'll set the stage for the final day of the convention and, of course, recap all of the big speeches from tonight. Join us from 4:30 to 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
This afternoon, Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report is gearing up for her group tour to Alaska. She'll be back next month. In the meantime, here are your farm numbers. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. First storm meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah, good afternoon, Josh. You know, yesterday was actually a little cool, at least for me. I like it a little bit warmer. Today's actually feeling a little bit better, a little bit warmer this afternoon. And we've got another comfortable night tonight. Actually kind of cool again. High pressure. This map, I could have probably showed you this yesterday. It's kind of the same situation. Sprawling area of high pressure across the Great Lakes. We have this light east wind keeping our temperatures down. But there is some changes coming our way. We're watching this storm system right now. It hasn't really moved much. It's been just sitting there in the plains, but that warm front, I think that's going to be moving toward us as we go into Friday, introducing a chance of some showers and thunderstorms. So in the meantime, comfortable, if not a little bit cool, especially in the morning hours for the rest of the week. We will be warming up gradually as we go through the week. We are looking at those scattered shower and thunderstorm chances on Friday, something we're going to have to keep our eyes out for. And then we're going to turn warmer and humid as that warm front that I just showed you on that map, as that pushes to our north. That'll bring us some heat and also some humidity. Nothing drastic, but at least put us into the 80s, and that humidity will be increasing as well. All right, as mentioned, we've had this east wind. It's a lot lighter than it's been, but still with that easterly flow wrapping around that area of high pressure, that's keeping our temperatures down from where they should be. And the dew points have went way down as well, only in the low to mid 50s, so very comfortable as far as that's concerned. That will be changing, though, as we go through, especially this weekend. That's when that dew point creeps into the 60s, getting close to 70 early next week. So you're going to notice a big shift in our weather pattern over the next several days. So enjoy the comfortable temperatures for now. There's our rain chances. Right now on Friday, we still have some rain chances this weekend. This is something also we might have to consider watching as we go into the weekend. Some of those chances of rain might have to go up just a little bit. Not going to be all-day rains, but just some scattered activity, and that will continue into next week. All right, 75 expected today. Got to remember, our average high for this time of August is still near 80. Yesterday, we struggled to get up to 70 degrees. The low again tonight is expected to be down to 53, so another comfortable night, at least giving our AC a break. All right, future track looking at temperatures in the low to mid 70s for most of the afternoon, so very pleasant afternoon. A lot of sunshine expected throughout the day. It will be cooling off quickly, so if you're headed out after dark, you will need that jacket or at least a sweatshirt. All right, right now our future track, this is Friday morning. Noticing some storms up to our north. So I think we'll start off Friday morning dry. But as that warm front approaches us, you notice those showers and storms kind of dive in from the north and west, approaching our area during the afternoon. We'll have to see how this plays out, but we are introducing that chances of showers and storms going into Friday afternoon and Friday evening before moving on out. 70 in Madison, it's 70 in the Dalles, 72 currently in Janesville, so a very pleasant afternoon. Get out and enjoy this very comfortable air that we have in place. 71 currently in Middleton. Even some upper 60s still showing up on the map across Dane County. So we're down to 52 tonight, 78 tomorrow afternoon. Still comfortable. That humidity remains low. You will notice that humidity come up on Friday, introducing that chance of some showers and storms. Then really starting to turn humid this weekend, mid to upper 80s. Isolated storm chances, more chances of rain going into next week, at least on a scattered basis by Tuesday and Thursday.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Well, it is still summer, but a fall staple is arriving this week. The pumpkin spice latte will return to Starbucks tomorrow. This is earlier than ever, returning 2 days earlier than in last year. The drink, which celebrated its 20th anniversary last year, has been both beloved and mocked as it ushered in an era of pumpkin spice products. The timing could give sagging sales a needed jolt. Starbucks released today that roughly 10% of Starbucks' overall sales come from seasonal staples. Continuing coverage out of the Middle East as Secretary of State Antony Blinken is back in the U.S. without a ceasefire agreement. Washington's proposed deal to bridge the gap between Israel and Hamas leaders encountered roadblocks, but negotiations are expected to continue. Here's CBS's Jared Hill.
Overnight, Secretary of State Antony Blinken left the Middle East with no ceasefire hostage deal in hand, but carrying a warning. Israeli airstrikes hit an empty hotel in Gaza Tuesday as Blinken pushed for a ceasefire. Scores killed in Gaza that day alone, including about a dozen at a school-turned-shelter. Behind a false wall, Israeli soldiers recover the bodies of 6 hostages abducted 10.5 months ago. The country believes of the more than 100 hostages who remain in Gaza, 34 have been confirmed dead. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said getting them back alive is a goal, but the priority is to, quote, preserve our strategic security. That's not enough for Noam Perry, the daughter of 80-year-old Chaim Perry, one of the 6 hostages found dead this week. Her heartbreak comes amid an apparent breakdown in negotiations. Hamas criticizing a so-called bridging proposal put forward by the U.S., Egypt, and Qatar to get Israel and Hamas leaders closer to a long-term deal. Back in the States, the struggle for peace spilled over into clashes outside the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, with protesters pushing the White House to continue working toward an end to the war. Jared Hill, CBS News.
There's been added urgency to these talks after Iran vowed to retaliate against Israel for killing Hamas and Hezbollah leaders. The concern is that this conflict could become a broader regional war. Well, when we come back on News 3 Now at noon, Howard's working in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
We love root beer right out of the bottle. And when it's teamed with some ice cream, even better. But today, we're using it in a whole new way.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
My son Joshua was 18 years old when he was murdered by an illegal alien. He was tortured, strangled to death, and then set on fire. When I hear Kamala Harris making a joke about the border and just laughing it off, it's painful. Kamala Harris was in charge of securing our border, and she's done nothing. If Kamala Harris is elected president, it'll get worse. If it can happen to my family, it can happen to yours.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Discover more ways to save on appliances at our Brothers Main bargain rooms. Get discounts on top brand closeouts, returns, and scratch and dents. Minor dings, major savings. Plus, you can take your purchase home today. Feel like family. Brothers Main.
You can hear that chain going around, bringing your door up, the springs if they're moving, the shaft. Hey, Madison, your garage door isn't supposed to be loud. Here at Precision, we can make it a whole lot quieter.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
These were my great-grandpappy's glasses. And now they're yours, son.
Why can't I just get my own?
What? No, these have at least a few 100 years left in them.
I think the kid needs his own. Get 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79, all same day.
Yeah, I want my own.
Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
There's a side of Eric Hovde you might not know. In his 20s, he was diagnosed with MS, and in that moment, his life and priorities changed. Eric started Hovde Homes. Hovde Homes rescue abandoned children from sex trafficking and slavery. For children who never experienced real love, Hovde Homes offer the love, care, and support they need to heal. MS changed Eric's life, and thousands of children are alive today because of it.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. East Park Medical Center, coming soon. UW Health, remarkable.
When it comes to flavors that shout summer, it's easy to think about lemon or strawberry. But to me, root beer is near the top of my list. A frosty mug of it is so refreshing. And when you team it with ice cream, it even gets better. Today, we're using root beer as a key ingredient in our barbecue chicken. We start by roasting some bone-in chicken before heading out to the grill. That way, we can be sure the chicken is cooked through and the barbecue sauce won't burn. While our chicken is roasting, we make a homemade barbecue sauce by combining ketchup, a touch of Worcestershire sauce, a few seasonings, light brown sugar, lemon juice, and a good amount of root beer. It adds a spicy, sweet flavor to the sauce. Once our chicken is cooked through and our sauce has simmered for a bit, we slather the sauce over our cooked chicken and head out to the grill to finish things off. And since the sauce never touched any raw chicken, we can keep basting the chicken while it cooks. Once the chicken starts to get all those crispy grill marks, it's ready to serve. One bite is all it takes, and you'll never want to make barbecue chicken any other way. So, what are you waiting for? Go online now and get the recipe for root beer chicken to add to your summertime lineup. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a rootin' tootin' way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Here's Kelly Slifka with a final look at your first warn weather.
Yeah, good afternoon, Josh. It's a beautiful afternoon. We got plenty of sunshine. You can see a few cumulus clouds from our sky cam in Platteville, but plenty of sunshine today. Very comfortable temperatures, a little bit warmer than yesterday, and we got another cool night tonight. So a couple nice days headed our way. We are tracking this. We've kind of introduced this now. A few showers and storms expected on Friday. Most of this to the north starting off in the morning, but watch as it dives down to the south as a warm front kind of stalls just off to our south and west. That'll bring us a chance of some showers and thunderstorms Friday afternoon. Won't be widespread. It won't be an all-day rain, but we're going to have to watch for some of those showers and storms rolling on through. Meantime, beautiful weather the next couple of days. 75 today, down to 52 again tonight. So another cool start to the morning tomorrow. A little bit milder tomorrow, 78. Do have that chance of showers and thunderstorms. Right now, only have it at 30%. May have to up that a little bit. 79 for the afternoon high. Humidity increases this weekend. Mid to upper 80s. That'll continue into early next week. And more chances of storms on Tuesday. Then especially on Thursday, there's a stronger cold front that'll drop our temperatures. And Badger home game next Friday looks pretty comfortable with high of 75.
Football season has arrived. All right, Kelly, thank you. Thanks for joining us. Stay with us for more DNC coverage starting on Live at 4.